What we don't have is the required report to Congress. And while there's all of this debate about whether a citizenship question should be included or not included, the question I have is, why are we violating the law to include any question whatsoever in the 2020 census?
I believe she's out of time, Chairman.
But you, please do answer the question.
I don't have any need to respond, sir.
You don't have a need to respond?
I have no need to respond.
Okay, well, I'm asking. Could you answer that question, please?
Would you repeat the question, please?
We are now in violation of the U.S. Census Act of 1974, which requires you to submit a specific report to Congress ahead of any changes that you find necessary. This question is not a reinstatement of the 1950 question. It's a change, which means that change requires you to send a report to us while the question is proposed, not before it is decided or settled. So my question is, why are we violating the law to include this question in the
AOC isn't having it. She keeps pushing, even throwing shade at the attorneys in the room, calling them out for their squirming. But then Representative Mark Meadows steps in, pointing out the obvious. AOC hasn't clearly shown a legal violation.
Point of order. We need to, at this particular point, the gentlewoman is talking about a statute that's been violated. There's been no enunciation of what that statute is. I don't even know what she's talking about.
I'd be happy to provide it.
I think she laid it out pretty nicely. She said it twice. I'm serious. Give him.
But in previous testimony, Mr. Chairman, he said that they've submitted reports, and
there are 3 reports required. They submitted the first one and the second one, but not the third one that is required to Congress. And this is here in U.S. Code 13 U.S. Code section 141, population and other census information, subsection F3, and I'd be happy to provide that to you.
Now, I'll follow up on that question. Can you give me that in writing? The fact that you complied with the law?
And, Mr. Chair, I'd also like to note that according to our committee staff, there is not compliance with F3.
Well, he's going to give me, he said he did, so he's going to give me a statement. He's still sworn. Sure. He's going to give me a statement saying he did. So I'm looking forward.
This intense exchange highlights AOC's confrontational style and her determination to stick to her narrative, even in the face of uncertainty. Stay tuned for more political drama.